Okay, we're back with Rory's personal mastermind.
Delving into me past.
So let's go with the 60 seconds rapid fire questions.
All right.
And can you remember a special moment from your childhood?
Yes, I remember my mother brought me to see Snow White in the Grafton cinema, and I loved it so much. The cinema kept going, the film kept going on and on. It didn't start. When it ended, it started again.
And what were your mother and father's names?
My father's name was Rory, my mother's name was Esther.
And where did they come from?
My father came from Malahide, my mother came from Rathfarnham.
And what did they look like?
My mother looks like me. Everyone says I look like my mother. My father was, he was a small man, he was about 5'8", I'd say, and he was a little bit overweight, and he used to have this like horseshoe thing here going on in the hair.
And did they both work, or just your father?
My father worked, my mother stayed at home. My father worked, he worked in the Irish Transport and General Workers Union. He was a union official.
What kind of clothes did they wear?
Well, typical 60s working clothes. My father used to wear a suit, and my mother would have like cardigans and blouses and skirts, always well turned out.
And give us an idea of what their daily and weekly routine for the final question.
Well, my father would get up and go to work. My mother would do housework. She was very house proud, so she would just work around the house all the time and do the shopping. When I was a kid, I used to think she didn't work because she didn't have a job. She used to find that hilarious.
Great, thanks Rory. Anything to say today to top it off?
It's not a bad day, so get out and walk. Do some exercise.
That's what you keep on telling yourself.
I keep saying that to myself, but I never do it. But anyway.
Thanks Rory.